During the early years of the 21st century, Indonesia emerged as the world's largest palm oil producer, a commodity that has now become a fundamental part of the global economy. This impressive feat was achieved through a complex interplay of economic, political, and social factors that have significantly influenced Indonesian history. The story of how Indonesia rose to prominence in the palm oil industry is not just a testament to the nation's incredible potential, but also a cautionary tale about the challenges that accompany rapid development. On the one hand, the palm oil industry has become a multi-billion-dollar enterprise, providing billions of dollars in investments and millions of jobs for Indonesians. However, on the other hand, the industry has also been criticized for lacking integrity, with concerns raised about sustainability, human rights abuses, land degradation, and more. To gain a comprehensive understanding of Indonesia's palm oil industry dominance and its complexities, let us first take a brief historical look. The origins of Indonesia's palm oil industry can be traced back to the colonial era when the Dutch introduced oil palm trees to their East Indies territories. However, it wasn't until the mid-20th century that the industry began to take off in earnest, following the country's independence in 1945. The Indonesian government, under President Sukarno and later President Suharto, pursued a policy of agricultural modernization and industrialization, which included the large-scale cultivation of oil palm. The rapid expansion of palm oil production was fueled by rising global demand for vegetable oils and the crop's ability to thrive in Indonesia's tropical climate. Several key economic factors have contributed to Indonesia's rise as the world's leading palm oil producer. First, the country's abundant land resources, particularly on the islands of Sumatra and Kalimantan, have provided ample space for the establishment and expansion of oil palm plantations. The relatively low cost of land has also made it attractive for both domestic and foreign investors to enter the palm oil sector. Second, Indonesia's large and growing population has supplied a ready workforce for the labor-intensive palm oil industry. With millions of people employed in the sector, the industry has become an important source of income and economic stability for many rural communities. Third, the Indonesian government has actively supported the growth of the palm oil sector through various policies and incentives. These have included tax breaks, subsidized credit, and infrastructure development, as well as the establishment of state-owned enterprises to manage and market the commodity. The government's commitment to the industry has helped to create an environment conducive to investment and expansion. The palm oil industry in Indonesia has played a significant role in boosting the country's economy, generating billions of dollars in revenue. The industry's total export value in 2021 was approximately $35 billion, driven by the high price per ton of about $1,194. Moreover, the industry has provided employment opportunities for more than 3.5 million people, resulting in additional contributions to the Indonesian economy through taxes and indirect employment. Indonesia's political landscape has also played a significant role in the growth of its palm oil industry. The Suharto regime, which ruled the country from 1967 to 1998, maintained a strong focus on the sector as part of its wider development strategy. This included the establishment of large-scale agricultural projects known as transmigration schemes, which saw millions of people relocated from the densely populated islands of Java and Bali to less developed areas of the country where they were provided with land to cultivate oil palm. These policies not only spurred the growth of the industry, but also helped to consolidate the regime's power by creating a rural constituency that was dependent on the state for support. The fall of the Suharto regime in 1998 and the subsequent democratization of Indonesian politics led to a decentralization of power, with regional governments gaining greater control over land and resource allocation. This has further facilitated the expansion of the palm oil industry as regional leaders have sought to attract investment and boost local economies by promoting the sector. At the same time, The growth of the palm oil industry has been accompanied by numerous social and environmental challenges. The rapid conversion of vast tracts of land for oil palm cultivation has led to widespread deforestation, contributing to climate change and threatening the country's rich biodiversity. Moreover, the industry has been plagued by reports of land grabbing, forced evictions, and labor rights abuses, prompting widespread criticism from local communities, NGOs, and international observers. Indonesia's rise as the world's leading palm oil producer has also been shaped by global market dynamics. The increasing demand for vegetable oils, driven by population growth and rising incomes, particularly in emerging economies such as China and India, has created a favorable environment for the expansion of the industry. In addition, the use of palm oil as a biofuel has further boosted demand as countries seek to diversify their energy sources and reduce their reliance on fossil fuels. The European Union, for example, has set ambitious targets for renewable energy consumption, leading to a surge in palm oil imports for biodiesel production. Indonesia's ability to capitalize on these market trends has been facilitated by its competitive advantages, such as low production costs and efficient supply chains. The country has also benefited from the establishment of the Council of Palm Oil Producing Countries in 2015, which aims to coordinate policy and promote cooperation among major producers, including Indonesia and Malaysia. This organization has helped to strengthen the position of these countries in the global market and enhance their bargaining power vis-à-vis buyers and consumers. Despite its impressive growth, the Indonesian palm oil industry faces several significant challenges that threaten its long-term sustainability and reputation. These challenges include environmental concerns. The rapid expansion of oil palm plantations has led to widespread deforestation, loss of biodiversity, and the release of significant amounts of greenhouse gases. Deforestation not only contributes to climate change but also threatens the habitats of endangered species such as orangutans and tigers. The industry must adopt sustainable land use practices, including the use of degraded or abandoned land for new plantations, and implement strategies to protect and restore natural ecosystems. But also social conflicts. The industry has been criticized for its role in land grabbing and forced evictions, as well as human rights abuses such as child labor and poor working conditions. Addressing these issues is essential to ensuring the social acceptability and long-term viability of the sector. Companies and the government should work together to ensure transparent and equitable land allocation processes, respect for local community rights, and adherence to national and international labor standards. Smallholder farmers. Smallholders account for around 40% of Indonesia's palm oil production, yet they often lack access to finance, technology, and training to improve their productivity and adopt sustainable farming practices. Supporting smallholders is crucial for enhancing the overall sustainability and competitiveness of the industry. This can be achieved through targeted extension services, financial assistance, and better access to markets and certification schemes. There's also international reputation and market access. The Indonesian palm oil industry has faced criticism and scrutiny from international buyers and consumers due to its perceived negative environmental and social impacts. This has led to market access restrictions and the adoption of sustainability certification schemes such as the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil. The industry must improve its reputation and demonstrate its commitment to sustainability in order to maintain market access and avoid potential trade barriers. Last but not least, policy coherence and enforcement. The Indonesian government has introduced various policies and regulations aimed at promoting sustainability in the palm oil sector, including a moratorium on new oil palm permits and mandatory certification requirements. However, enforcement of these policies has been weak, and conflicting regulations at different levels of government have undermined their effectiveness. Strengthening policy coherence and enforcement is essential for ensuring the credibility and consistency of the government's sustainability efforts. The story of how Indonesia came to dominate the palm oil industry is a multifaceted tale that encompasses economic, political, and social factors, as well as the dynamics of the global market. The country's rise to prominence in this sector is a testament to its abundant natural resources, enterprising population, and supportive government policies. At the same time, the rapid expansion of the industry has brought a host of challenges, including environmental degradation and social conflict. As Indonesia seeks to consolidate its position as the world's leading palm oil producer, it must address these challenges and ensure that the industry's growth is sustainable and inclusive. This will require a careful balancing act between economic development, social equity, and environmental protection, a challenge that will no doubt shape the next chapter in the story of Indonesia's palm oil industry. Policymakers and industry stakeholders must work together to implement sustainable agricultural practices, invest in technological innovations, and enforce strong labor and environmental standards. By doing so, Indonesia can continue to reap the economic benefits of the palm oil sector while minimizing its negative impacts on society and the environment. In the global context, the story of Indonesia's dominance in the palm oil industry serves as a reminder of the complexities and trade-offs inherent in the pursuit of economic growth and development. As the world grapples with the pressing challenges of climate change, resource scarcity, and social inequality, the lessons from Indonesia's experience may offer valuable insights for other nations seeking to navigate their own paths toward prosperity and sustainability.